Here in our MSG studios, we welcome you back to Knicks Game Night, sponsored by your Tri-State Ford dealer. I'm Dara McIntosh. We send you down to the Knicks in Charlotte in just a bit as they battle for playoff positioning of some sort. The #1 golfer in the world will lead his team into action Friday at the K Club in Ireland. Tiger Woods is great alone, but often struggles with match play. Well, a perfect example is 3-seeded San Diego State, who lost to UNLV on Tuesday. They played and defeated BYU on Wednesday. So on Thursday, San Diego State played Utah in an effort to still make the championship game. Got it? Okay. So while on Thursday, UNLV, which lost to TCU on Wednesday, awaited the winner. Let's see who did what. Out to the mound. San Diego State and Utah. Top third, 2 on, 2 outs for Utah. And this is Dustin Hennis. Oh, out to center. And Brandon Glover charging hard, but can't get the ball. It's just off his glove. 1 run was scored. Looks like he's hurt. Let's take another look at this. Full extension on the attempt, and it's just off his glove. He'll be okay. The Knicks prepare for game number 82, the finale of the season. They host the New Jersey Nets. Now, the Nets are not going to the playoffs either, and it has a lot to do with Devin Harris, who, look at this. This is hosted by the Emblem Health Injury Report. Devin Harris went down March 15th. As you can see, Marcus Camby trying to come over with the block. We said you're the 3rd youngest head coach in college football right now, and you guys won 14 straight home games. You haven't lost yet. It took 4 overtimes to decide the first game of this series on Wednesday, and less than 48 hours later, these teams were back at it. Just 24 seconds into this one, Jeff Halpern scores the goal that they couldn't get in almost 80 minutes in Game 1. On to the second period, the backhand pass from Mike Modano at the top of the crease is picked up by Joe Lindquist for a 2-0 Dallas lead. That would be the eventual final. All right, thanks, Adam. That was a little bit of dig, but that's okay. I won't talk about your Orangemen yet. All right, Greg, football is winding down, so basketball is in full swing. And let's get to that game that Adam is talking about, Michigan and Duke, and it's a rematch of the Coaches versus Cancer Championship between Duke and Michigan that played here in New York a couple weeks ago. Let's go to Ann Arbor and see what happened in that one. Duke here with, excited to be with, Kelly Tripucka. I am a Detroit girl, and I grew up watching this man, and I'm excited to be here. Well, for Saturday's games, I envision plenty of balls in the air from crazy offenses that are powerful. The SEC and Big 12 championship games are truly 2 semifinal games leading up to the national title game, a fake playoff in a sense. Perhaps the matchup that has the most buzz surrounding it is the Oklahoma and Missouri matchup. Many questioned why Texas is not playing for the conference title, but based on the rules, the Sooners earn the right to play again, and they'll play Missouri again. The last year, the Sooners ruined Mizzou's chances at a national title, and could they return to defeat Oklahoma, especially with a banged-up Sam Bradford?
Now it's sports time. Dara McIntosh is here, an English football hero going Hollywood.
That's right, and I think he's wanted to do that for quite some time, Dave. From Spain to Hollywood, as he said, that's the move that David Beckham is making. The superstar midfielder is leaving Real Madrid and heading to sunny Los Angeles for 5 years. Get this, $250 million.
So many people helping us cover college football this season, including Dara McIntosh. We welcome her to the show. Dara, what's in the show? How you doing?
Hi, Greg, and hi, guys. And aside from Tim Tebow, none of those Heisman hopefuls out there are coming out of the SEC, where many argue the most competitive football is played. Let's recap that game and talk about David Lee, who was really good and did a thing that a lot of people can't do, and that's hold Dwight Howard to a somewhat decent game. You were just drafted to the NFL. Your whole life changed with 1 phone call. The Los Angeles Lakers had to work overtime against the Sacramento Kings and didn't get much help from their star until it really mattered. Kobe Bryant went scoreless in the first quarter for the Lakers against the last-place Kings. Back with our hockey expert, Dave Starman, and happy to have you back. Now we're going to look at the World Junior squad for Team USA. But first, let's check in on some of tonight's scores. St. Lawrence and Colgate. And Dave, what did you say? This was a great one to watch?
I kind of like the way these 2 teams play. They both keep it pretty up-tempo, and Joe Marsh, the coach at St. Lawrence, is the funniest man in hockey. That's
Matt Generish who gets to go there, and that one is now tied at 1, and that one is at the first intermission of that game. Florida State's first Rhodes Scholar joins us now. Myron, congratulations on this great honor. I mean, it's truly an inspiring story, and many people don't know this, but you really aren't a junior in college because you graduated in 2.5 years. Turning to the NFL now, San Diego was the team that went undefeated at home. They had the league's MVP and the best record of all the teams, but they could not get it done against an experienced New England quarterback. We pick up Sunday's game late in the fourth quarter. Patriots quarterback Tom Brady overcame 3 interceptions, his career playoff high. He is a completely different player in the postseason, Dave.
Outstanding.
One can argue that Bill Stewart and his West Virginia team all but had that game locked up for a win. About 2 minutes to go, tied at 14 on the last play in regulation. They get 2 first downs. Then you look up and it's 4th and 2 on the 48. But then the clock winds down and timeout is taken and 10 seconds roll off the clock. We don't understand, but let's just show you the highlights. To Boulder we go, where there was a little bit of pregame action the night before. Ralphie the Buffalo went off, and she dragged her handlers all the way to the goal line. What would Buffalo do in the game, though? First drive of the game, Cody Hawkins, he goes deep. He finds Josh Smith for 38 yards. Buffalo up 7-0. Still in the first, West Virginia down 14-zip, and Pat White is a one-man wrecking crew. And that's this edition of Sports World. I'm Dara McIntosh. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again.